Oops. And let me go ahead and get the other stuff started up. Get a big old phone call started up and immediately start. Did I just say phone call? What is that? What am I, 100 years old?
You're using the telephone.
Hello.
I'm calling you on my landline right now. How's it going?
I'm like coquettishly twirling the little curled cord of the phone around my finger while talking.
There's going to be a point in the future where we're going to use like the term like, yeah, you know, the cord on the phone. And there's going to be a room full of kids who all look at me and are just like, no, we don't know what you mean. And then I'm going to turn to dust and die on the spot.
Oh, God.
I will die and go to hell as soon as I realize, oh, no.
I'm not even that old, and it still feels weird to realize, wait, these people don't know what VHS tapes are. What?
Yeah.
I saw a post that was like a photo of a floppy disk, and it was like, somebody 3D printed the save icon?
Okay, let me get all this stream information updated. Go ahead and get the tweet.
Yeah, I think I have the latest version of Fatal Crash Online on here.
All right, Pedal Crash update.
Oh, I should do a little intro explainer for those in the chat.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and tweet this out while we get started.
Oh yeah, I should tweet about it too. This is Pedal Crash Online. I made this game Pedal Crash. It's a puzzle game. And my cool friend Nova and my other cool friend Jill helped me make this online version. And by help me make, I mean they made it. Nova made it, and then Jill helped with like the net code. And I just did like layouts and all the sprites, and I made the original Pedal Crash game. And this is not out yet, so this is a super special preview.
I just made the game, you know, no big deal.
I made the original game Pedal Crash, but I didn't make this one.
Fair.
Well, it's based on the thing I made.
Mm-hmm.
And I helped with the layouts, and I made more colors for the sprites so everybody would have special costumes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a tweet about this too.
And hello, Holly. Would you like to introduce yourself to the fine folks at home?
Hi, it's me, Holly, Hollow Tones. Maybe you've heard of me from a post I made on the internet once about frogs. It's good to see ya. Welcome to the stream. I'm a variety streamer myself.
Which post was that?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I made a fucking post on Tumblr years ago because I was really mad about Monster Hunter 4 and Tetsukabra was kicking my ass. So I made a post about how frogs aren't made for sucking your blood and they're full of prizes. People were like, "Hey, this is a good post." And then years later, suddenly I become known on the internet, and everyone's like,
"Wait, you made that one? Hang on."
I remember the prizes frog post actually.
There you go. Every time I mention that, at least one person is like, "Wait, hang on, that was you."
I couldn't quote it from memory, but I remember it.
I extremely feel that because I swear, like, a solid third of the people who roll through here are just like, "Oh shit, you made that joke about a bed. I love that stuff." Oh, that dude here in saw bed? I'm like, yeah, that's me. Okay. Yeah, you found
Fuck
me.
Yeah.
I'm your guy.
This is new. This is a new thing. There's lobbies now.
Mm-hmm.
So you get to pick from lots of different words to invent the name of your lobby, and you can also hit a random name to make it a random lobby. So it can be garbage instinct.
That's what I already decided. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
You can also disable certain control styles if you don't want any mouse players in your lobby.
Oh.
You want only gamepad players. I'm here. Right. Oh, Xerxion's here.
Oh, there we go. Garbage Instinct has appeared.
I also... Oh, well, one of us is going to have to change.
Okay, I can change.
No, I'll change.
Oh, okay, bye!
You're dressed as Penny and Deanie as Tinker and Linker from Twinkle Star Sprites.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, I'm going to, change my character.
I found the most full bad guy of the dog guy, and I was like,
very good.
That's my guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, shall we?
This is Lilibri as me, Ashley.
Good.
Holly, shall we square up?
Ah.
Shall we
Let's
see how
fucking
much
fight.
we don't remember? So I had to keep myself from warming up because my normal instinct would 1000% have been, I'm about to get nice. But I decided this one time I will relent.
I kept thinking to myself, man, I really need to do like some warm-ups so that like I can be like on my A game for this. I had time to do that for like 10 minutes today, so
Nice.
I'm excited to get my ass kicked.
You're super good. Oh, beans.
It's already started.
Already started. I already don't know what I'm doing. Wait, how would...
I have the stream muted, so I'm just watching YouTube play Pedal Crash in perfect silence.
Yeah, apologies. For what it's worth, I just threw on the Street Fighter 3 Third Strike soundtrack because I feel like that's the perfect versus soundtrack in general. This isn't gonna work.
Yeah.
I already know this isn't gonna work. This will work. I did it the other direction. Thank goodness.
Oh god, here comes a garbage.
Something fun that we added that nobody in the stream will be able to see, but you know how the characters up there are doing their like different animations depending on like how the game's going? Those animations are actually showing up in the lobby too.
Oh, cute!
Like your characters are by the arcade machine doing like your animations in there, so you can kind of see how a game is going, even if you're not spectating.
I like how you've actually landed the stuff that people like kind of theoretically want from ArcSys lobbies, but like actually, and it works. I appreciate that. As someone who deals with a lot of ArcSys lobbies, hey, good stuff.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I did do all the specs for the... Oh, here comes Video Chess and Friends.
Oh, is this it? Could this be the end? Hang on. No, I did the wrong direction! Oh, I boned!
Yes, I did too, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, you lucky son of a gun.
Oh, I love to just have things work out through no merit of my own.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. There we go, that's something. I'm still in it. I may not be in it for much longer, but I'm still in it.
Ooh, yeah, I'm like doing my best to try and not like, I'm like, okay, I gotta do commentary at some point, but it's just not yet. I'll tell you in a minute. I mean, in a minute.
You can see the game on your screen, it's fine, don't worry about it. We'll get to you in a sec.
Oh, right, isn't there a way to, okay, sick. Isn't there a way to speed up growing stuff? Is that the bumpers in this?
Yeah. That'll... Pushing one of the bumpers will advance the spawners to grow state. Oh, there's so many people here now.
Ah, everyone's come to watch.
Holly, continue to square up.
Let's do it.
We can do other modes as well. I'm definitely down to try Turbo and make sure Turbo... Oh, right, I have to press a button again. There we go.
Turbo does work now. It didn't
Oh,
work last time we did a stream.
Yes.
It's time for the miracle of Turbo.
Other details that were important to me when designing various online components is everybody gets their own special name color, and then like the hearts in the bar are your name color.
Yo, Chess with the raid, what's good?
Okay, here's Chess with Chess and Friends. I told Chess that when she's done streaming Slime, she should raid this.
Oh, I did it bad! I did the thing bad! I did the thing where you do the thing bad!
Classic.
I have an idea
Classic
to do the
mistake.
thing good. Nope, can't do it
That
that
could
way.
never be me. That could never be me, I say, as I begin to do it bad. Oh god.
These alt palettes unfortunately will not be in the regular game because they use more colors than the regular game does. The regular game's Game Boy Color style, but this is more like Game Boy Advance style.
Nice.
I'm just answering questions in my brain. They ask questions about Pedal. That's just what I do.
Hey, Holly.
I crawled myself into a corner. Hey, what's good? You gonna beat me up now?
If you would slow down, that would be sick. I would super appreciate it. That would be tight.
No problem, man.
I'm having a big brain moment right now, and by big brain, I mean like I'm having a brain moment, not I'm having a big brain moment, just to be clear.
Hey, that's cool. That's good. No problem. Let me just get up from my PC and go get a drink or something.
Oh, nice.
Somebody asked if we'll get a GBA port update, and I'm going to say, if you want another Petal Crash with higher production values and better graphics, buy Petal Crash. A lot, and then maybe there can be another one.
That's
you should
smart.
go buy Petal Crash and sell it off to all your friends.
I was gonna say you should buy Petal Crash just because Petal Crash is sick. Like on the short list of games that after I streamed it once, I immediately was like, all right, word, and bought it for like 3 of my friends on Steam. I was just like, all right, I need more people to be playing this. As soon as 2, I was just like, oh, there's gonna be rollback netcode with this game. Okay, great, because I have so many friends who just love puzzle games, and I would love to have more stuff to play with them. But, you know, like, fighting games are pretty niche, and, you know, it's sports, so, like, I get it. It's a huge time investment, that kind of stuff. So it's nice to have something that I can play kind of competitively with my non-FGC friends.
Yeah!
Thank you so much for all the kind words. Somebody asked if the different piece colors are going to be supported in Petal Crash Online, and yes. I think we're actually thinking about making it to where you can even make your own custom block sets in Petal Crash Online if you want to.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, but they won't show up for other players unless they also have it. So you can't make like a block set of like vulgarity and then inflict that upon people.
Well, yeah. Well, you can make it, just no one else will see it. Yeah.
Yeah. You can enjoy vulgar pieces in your own home as much as you like.
The Yosodi Swears DLC is opt-in only.
Yeah. Have you thought about character mod support? No, not really. Sorry.
I will say, there's been no
okay,
issues.
that's something.
There's been no issues with... Holly, relax. There's been no issues with that place so far. Holly, please, my family.
You know that one picture of, like, it's some comic, this guy's, like, buzzing with power, and he's like, Master, what is this? And the man's like, I don't know, that's scary. That's how I feel right now. Also, hang on a sec, I gotta adjust the volume.
I think it may have instantly just readied me back up, too. I wasn't paying very close attention, but I do believe I just readied up right away. Which, bien. That's what you love to see.
I've got to shield this stream on all of my various Petal Crash related discords. I mean,
hell yeah. Let the whole Petal community know.
Oh my goodness. Okay. No, I already set myself up for failure. I know I did it too. That's the worst part. How do I fix this? I can't. It's fine. I'll just make it 2 different things.
It's nothing, isn't it? Oh, that's something. Sometimes you get a 2-chain out of another chain that failed, and it's okay. It's a miracle. We call that intentional.
On purpose, 100%, every time. Everything I do is intentional.
That garbage I just locked myself into, I did it on purpose, I promise. It's a big strat, you'll see.
I have a request for Ty, is that you play at least one game with Xerxian before he has to go.
Yeah.
Ooh, hell yeah.
Because he's currently, I think, the 2nd best in the world at Petal Crash.
Oh, I need to see that.
Word. Yeah. Y'all know how much I love getting cooked. That is one of the great delights of life, is losing terribly to someone better than you in every facet of the game.
Xerxian fights the Skull AI for practice.
Yes! That's my kind of stuff. Absolutely. Oh, I did it again.
Alright, I'm hungry for it. I'm sniffing for it. Where's it at? Where's that chain? Is it here? No, I have messed it up, but that's okay.
Rule number 2 of puzzles is that it's okay to mess up.
It's okay to make a mistake.
Yeah. And rule number 3, never give up.
Ty, you need to hurry up. That's the actual rule number 3. Is Ty, you're playing way too slow.
Yeah, rule number 3 is actually Ty Tuesday needs to play faster.
Ty, play faster.
Ty, oh god, the speed limit, it's running out! Come on!
Never give up.
I'm about to overgrow my whole cheeks.
Oh, thank god. Oh, I'm safe. Oh, I'm free. I can breathe again.
Actually, I'm fine. Oh, I'm having a great time. I'm doing great over here. Woo,
I'm having so
definitely
much
not
fun in
bad.
Cloud
Definitely doing good. Always.
Oh, it sends that up. Oops. Something about this game makes me forget what my cardinal directions are, and I feel like such a fool for it, but in the best way.
The cardinal directions are up, right, backwards, and south.
I'm learning so much, thank you. Oh god! Oh, is this anything?
I'm just trying to figure out what in the high-level meta is going to be the equivalent of doing a shimmy. Because a shimmy is the funniest move in fighting games. Like, without a doubt, shimmying is hilarious. Because it's just walking backwards and forwards, and you just ruin someone by doing it. So I just want to know, what's the little silly guy move I can sneak that looks like nothing, but does tremendous damage, both mentally and physically?
That's the kind of tech I want to learn.
Oh no, I just put myself in a very cool corner.
Oh,
You got the greedy growth.
Yeah, I wanted to press buttons.
okay.
I'm just a little guy tech. For what, it's your birthday?
Give him the old happy birthday wake-up special, it's fine.
Isn't that like a thing?
Yeah,
With
yeah.
Skullgirl?
A happy birthday is in any tag fighting game, like a 3v3 generally. If you get a situation where you're hitting 2 characters at the same time, that's a happy birthday. And if you hit 3 characters at the same time, that's a Merry Christmas. It's because your opponent just gave you a huge present, because like, getting to hit 2 characters at the same time, usually the damage doesn't have proration applied to it too, so you just get murdered. Yeah, like it is like, you take so much damage for it. So, yeah, if someone gives you a happy birthday, you're just like, yay. you just relieve someone of their mortal coil. It's, being down 2 characters, too, is, it's so bad. Alright, Xerxian, kill me. I'm ready.
Oh, I'm very excited for this.
Figuring out how to queue up. I think I queued up. There we go. Okay. Alright. We down for turbo mode? I'm assuming yes. Do you want me to play smart or fast? I want you to kill me with the best tech that exists. Show me what you got. Like, look. I know high-level players don't always get a chance to flex. This is your chance to flex.
This is your platform.
My stuff already got goofed up by trash. Yeah. This is what I do to people in Pokemon Puzzle League, so I feel this. I feel this deep. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's actually just GG's already, which, cool. That's sick, that's sick, that's sick. Oh, wait, nope, not GG's yet. Now it's GG's.
That's Petal's Crash.
And that's how they get you.
Alright, I do want to run back, though, because it was close. Let it be known, T.O. It was close,
Lucky
though.
shot.
Ah, beans. Like, I hear myself hit a 3 and I'm like, nice. And then I just hear like a 17 in the back and I'm like, yeah. that makes sense. Yeah.
Turbo mode is especially good for getting like unrelentingly crushed. Because there's no delay between all of the big giant moves that are killing you.
Alright, 2-0, it was close though.
A valiant effort.
Thank you, Dominic, for the congrats. Nova is the real MVP of Petal Crash Online. Second most VP of Petal Crash Online is Jill.
The thing I've been amazed by more than anything else, and this is like, I guess weirdly specific, there have been no sound issues yet. And that is like always the thing that happens the most, at least in my experience with like rollback implementations, is you get so many like the same sound plays 40 times, so it's just so loud everybody goes deaf. Like that happens all the time. Like there would be like, oh, what was it? There was a glitch in like it was something versus, was it Tekken versus Capcom or something? I can't remember which one it was, but it would just, yeah, like one character would use a move and immediately it was 10,000 decibels on the spot. So it was just like, and yeah, that happens a lot. You'll get issues. Or like, even playing the Super Nintendo Classics collection on the Switch, which weirdly enough has rollback for some reason. I don't know who at Nintendo slipped that in, but thanks. That one, sometimes you'll have a thing where like a round ends and then it rolls back and you hear the fanfare go off and then stop and then go off again. And it's like super disorienting. And they've done a fantastic job just keeping those issues from occurring, which is, yeah, really impressive to me. For like a test implementation, this has been fantastic so far.
There were sound issues. Rest assured. It was bad.
Yeah. Oh, assuredly, yeah.
But Jill helped a lot with that.
So
it's like we don't have a choice.
So this lobby will run 5 matches concurrently, no issues so far?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
If anybody wants to play around with me while they're playing, just to have fun.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
to
always down to
demonstrate.
run lobbies. I know, Andy, it kills me, right? Because it's like, it is the lobbies that everyone actually wants in Guilty Gear, but it's in Puzzle Crash, or Petal Crash. Like, it's like, why is this, why here? I don't understand.
God, I remember I was telling like some of my FGC friends like about the game and like how much fun it is and like how I got to demo like the online and how like it was really solid and they're like, oh, this sounds pretty cool.
Wait, this has rollback?
Yeah, that's like what it is immediately too. Yeah, because like when you've dealt without rollback and like how bad it feels versus rollback, it's just the execution barrier is so much reduced because like things you practice offline will actually work online, which is something that can't be said for delay-based netcode because you end up with these weird little freezes, you end up with these little stutters here and there, and especially in a game like this where your flow is like so key to having everything work nicely and correctly and like feel right in a very like Tetris Effect-y kind of way. And having those little weird hitches and stuff can just completely break that kind of experience. Speaking of breaking that kind of experience, Holly! Holly! Please.
Listen, I see the flowers on my screen. I must guard them.
I understand.
They don't give me a choice.
Looks like we don't have a choice.
The mail, Jerry! The mail keeps coming!
Oh man, though, like as someone with like real chronic, like recurring internet problems, who for like basically any online game that like my friends get into is more or less a write-off because like it is so unstable that I like basically can't do anything. This game just fucking works, and I'm like delighted by that.
Yeah, like the netcode works. The lobbies just like work open and close, which is just so nice. Like. We literally, you all saw the whole interface. For the record, like that was the interface. We used it. It's really simple. It's not like I have a little more experience using weird standard lobbies than most folks, but that did not matter this time at all, even a little bit. This wasn't a weird Dragon Ball FighterZ, oh god, which little guy do I talk to get into ranked queue situations?
Is that what the Fighters lobby is like?
Oh my god, Holly, it's so bad.
Oh no!
That game is so lucky I love Goku.
Literally all I've ever seen of fighters is like people actually doing the fighting, so like I have no idea what any of the other stuff in it's like.
It's like a bunch of chibi characters walking around in like kind of this sort of way, except it's like a huge room with like 20 different terminals to interact with, and it's just way too much. It's really,
that sounds real bad.
Yeah. Like one of the first things I have to tell new players every time, or like Street Fighter V, whenever I stream it, people will be like, oh, wait, how do I accept invites? Where do I go? And it's like, oh, goodness gracious. So thank you for making an online lobby that doesn't require you to get a bachelor's degree. I also appreciate that.
You're welcome. I did the design for the lobbies, so I can take credit for that at least.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, that's good stuff.
And Nova implemented it.
Oh god. Oh, I am hanging on by like the skin of my teeth here.
I don't know how I managed to pull this one out of my butt, but I sure did.
Oh, that garbage has thoroughly ruined my plans.
I just had a good game with Katie dudes.
Hell yeah! Katie is real good at Petal in like the couple times I've gotten to play with her. I need to get her to train me someday.
Speaking of playing things we're good at, Holly, we need to play some Monster Hunter sometime. We gotta disrespect.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. I decided to get Gun Lance at some point because it turns out you can just turn yourself into a rocket ship as a Joker prank.
Right! The fucking the dash is like ludicrous, and like I saw footage of that, and I was just kind of like, okay, I gotta pick up Gun Lance now.
Yeah, with a little creativity, you can just be like, I've decided I'm on the next screen already. Goodbye, everyone. Like, it's really ludicrous.
Wait, you guys are still fighting that monster? I was fighting the main one like 3 hours ago.
I just jumped over the whole waterfall.
Hold on a second. Tewit in chat didn't know I made Petal Crash and might have only known me from when I do screen share Spelunky runs in Chess's Discord. I just think that's very funny.
You gotta put that on like the box
art,
the secret vinyl release.
Tewit was joking.
Ah.
Well, I still thought it was funny.
You should still put it on the box art.
I'm still putting it on the box.
A game made by Ashley, famous from Spelunky.
Famous from playing Spelunky in this specific Discord.
I hate that my instinct from other puzzle games, immediately I'm just like, oh, I should just make 100,000 more blocks real quick. Like, I should just, just bury myself, which is probably workable if I was good at this.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Burying yourself in Petal Crash actually works pretty well, like better than it does in a lot of other puzzle games.
Oh, I'm beefing it. Oh, I'm beefing it hard. Hang on a sec.
I have unbeefed.
Give me a sec, I gotta cook these.
I've debeefed.
No, my beef! I was saving it.
I was relying on that beef.
Oh, my dick.
An idea I had for spectating is that when there are spectators in the match, they'd have their character sprites kind of peeking out from behind the board.
Oh, that's cute. I like that a lot, actually.
I think that's just an idea, though. I don't know if we'll do it, but we'll see.
Thank you for the follows, by the way, everybody. And if y'all already following HP Holotones, I presume you are, but if you aren't for whatever reason, hey, come on. Go fix it. Come on, go fix it.
You got time, it's okay. Oh, I don't have time, though.
I could make it to where you can push different buttons to make your characters do different reaction faces while they're watching.
I do really like all the charm in this lobby system so far. It's real neat.
Thank you.
Again, it's one of those things that, with Arc Sys lobbies, people always, mention, okay, we like the ideas you're doing here, it's just it lacks the base functionality. And when you nail both sides of it, surprise, yeah, it's really good and everyone likes it. Yeah, like, weird. Like, it super works. Okay, here I go. Spaghetti and meatball. That's the stuff.
Man, here I was happy with my little pre-chain. You monster! Look what you've done to me! I say after several wins.
Yeah.
Oh god, okay, maybe a bit more on the field. I'm hungry.
Yeah. I can already see this, like, completely supplanting my need to play Money Puzzle Exchanger ever again. Like, I'm good now. Now that there's another puzzle game with, like, one that I like more with better netcode, yeah, I'm good. That's great. That means I never have to actually go on Fightcade and see the terrible lobbies where people say awful things.
Evil is defeated at long last.
Finally.
In this game, you can only say the things you're allowed to say with the little speech bubbles.
Smart.
Good.
Smart.
Also, we're planning on doing some kind of like name obfuscation in public lobbies, so that if somebody makes their name like a shitty word, then you won't see it.
Good, they should get fucked.
It should be replaced with like a flower name, but you'd see your own name, and in private lobbies you'd see other people's names.
Nice. It reminds me of one of my favorite strategies for dealing with people with terrible names, which is just replacing any flagged word with I love my mom. Which is always good.
Oh, dang. Oh, I forgot we were on turbo mode.
Wait, are we? Did we turn that on?
I think.
Oh, jeez.
It seems
yeah,
a bit
that's
fast.
that. Okay, yeah. You're right. I maybe have started already reaching the point of turning my brain off while playing puzzle game, which, for me at least, that's the dream. That's the goal.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Thinking,
Oh god, here it
none
comes.
for me, thanks.
Oh, here's a big one.
Uh-oh, I don't like this. I don't like you saying, here's a big one.
Oh no, you gave me a big one. I'm in trouble.
That's great. Yeah. That's what I meant to do that.
Actually, that kind of big one is great, actually. What if we had more of that?
We regret to inform you the Shell Corporation has reversed its stance on the big one.
Christ.
Oh, I did the big one wrong. Oh.
Well,
That's good, right?
Driver.
That's good one to hear. Good for Holly.
Yeah. I beaved it.
Hoping.
Whenever I'm playing against Zerstein, he's always like, "Oh, this is really good," and I'm like, "No, it's not. This is not good for me." Whenever you say that.
Nothing about this is good, and you scared me. Okay. Well, I'm clawing my way out, and I'm still in it.
It's got that same energy as like when you're playing a card game like Yu-Gi-Oh against somebody and they just look at their hand and smile and you're just like, alright, GG's. Alright, well, take it easy. I saw that smile. I know what you're about to do to me. I'm leaving.
I mean, you want I should fold now, or like, do you want me to let you play it out? Dang, well done.
Thank you. I like to do puzzles.
If you didn't want me to make sick chains, why did you invent the video game? And I do regret inventing Pedal Crash every time I play with Cersei. Why did I make this stupid game?
Okay. Yeah, show me that color. Oh, that's an accident. Okay. It's fine. I can work with it. Probably.
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, that's a very good Pokemon puzzle energy I crave, is someone saying, oh, crap.
Dadgummit. Man, I have watched you play through the Pokemon Puzzle League like a fair couple times, and it like blows my mind how good you are at it. Like,
it's fun. It was one of those weird things where it just turned out one of my roommates in college, a really good friend of mine. We just like we went to some like used video store or something to find a present for one of our friend's nephews or something like that. And we just saw Pokemon Puzzle League behind it, and I was like, oh shit. Like, oh, my jam. And The thing is, Nick was like, "Yo, what? I played this game endlessly with my grandma. You're about to die." And I was like, "I'll show you." And so like we ended up playing probably a good 1,000 hours of that game versus each other. So
Oh hell yeah!
yeah, like I got good by brute force in that game, not by being good at it or thinking very hard, just by playing so much that I inevitably got better.
Hey, a win's a win.
Yeah. That's how I generally play most games.
It brings me like a special sort of joy to see like the fucking Mewtwo fight that I struggled with so much as a kid, and just seeing other people like lay waste to it.
It's still so hard on super hard though. It's so what a jerk. What a real. Ooh, I don't know who thought it was a good idea to let the boss go up that high, but thanks.
Hundreds of years ago, they made me in a lab to be the fucking best at puzzle games.
I'm really good at puzzle. I have no time for games, but also I am exceedingly good at them. If I had the time, I just press the button again. Oh
no!
Oh nuts. Okay, no, this is fine. This is fine.
Mr. Tuesday, your pedals.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Remember, more pedals on the boards means you can make more matches.
That's right. I can get more points.
That's just math.
Somebody asked in the chat, will online Pedal Crash come to mobile? And that's mostly up to Nova, who I think is interested in porting it to Android at least.
Nice.
But we're working on getting it finished first.
Completely fair.
Yeah. Makes sense. You'd be amazed how many devs struggle with that sometimes. Oh my god, never mind, I'm a genius. Sorry, Holly.
Well, it was nice knowing y'all. See you all in hell.
I regret to inform you, I'm actually a genius.
That's how they get you.
Oh, and then I dink it up right after.
That's how I get you.
No.
Hang on, what's another move I can do? It's this one. It's not much, but it's this one.
I'm like trying to figure out any beneficial shapes here.
I've always been partial to the triangle.
Yeah, triangle's good. As a degree carrying mechanical engineer, triangle's great choice. Super
Hell
good.
yeah.
Useful for all sorts of things. Don't underestimate it just because it's a basic. It's a classic for a reason. Oh no, speaking of classic for a reason. Oh, I'm getting cooked. Oh no.
Okay. Alright, that's something. Oh! Hang on. Okay. Oh, this isn't much to work with. I'll put myself in a corner. Come on, old girl!
This is a great game for putting yourself in a corner.
Honestly, though.
Extremely good for that. Yeah. A lot of that going around these days.
Speaking of which.
Yeah.
Ollie is literally in a corner.
Oh no!
Alright, do it! Finish it! Oh man. That was a good one. That was intense. I spent the whole match just like clinging on, then suddenly realized like,
I've walked myself into a corner and the alligators are already here.
See, I'm just trying the classic strategy employed by Daigo of not being aware of my surroundings. I didn't even realize it was close or we were almost done. I was just chilling. Like,
oh, I promise you, I had no idea either.
Okay, word. I was gonna say, I'm not wearing my Crocs, but I'm spiritually wearing my Crocs. If you feel me.
The ultimate crasher.
Spiritual Crocs. Yeah, that's my new indie outfit, actually. I think you're gonna love our first album.
I can't wait.
Ooh, Spiritual Crocs would be a good name for like a chill wave band.
Hey, after this match, do you want to play one with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Oh no.
Let's show
See,
what the
I get-
mastermind can do.
Back up against the creator. As if I'm not like a mid-tier Pedal Crash player.
Yeah, one thing I've learned over my years of like streaming and interviewing devs a lot is people often have this assumption that devs are going to be inherently like fantastic at their game for some reason.
Oh god,
and
no.
this is almost never correct. Yeah.
Right.
I remember like playing Nuclear Throne with Rami Ismail and just being like trying to watch him play versus Sleep Cycles. It was just like, oh right, yeah, you mostly spend your time like making it. Right, yeah.
I'm decent. I'm not bad at Pedal Crash.
Hell yeah.
There are lots of people who can beat me every single time.
Yeah.
There are a lot of strong pedal heroes all over the world.
It is always fun when a dev is good at their own game, though, especially if like tournaments ever end up being held for said game. It's always fun to have a dev enter into tournaments.
Hell yeah.
There's been a couple of those for Tekken over the years. I feel like there's been some for Street Fighter as well. Yeah, it's always a good time.
Xerxine said something interesting in chat saying Ashley is about equivalent to like a level 10 CPU. And that's not an accident because I set level 10, which was the old maximum, to be like the best CPU that I could still beat at all.
Nice.
So
Makes sense.
that's the
Yeah.
reason I'm as good as level 10. It's because I designed level 10 to be as good as me.
So what you're saying is the system works.
I guess so. Funnily enough, level 10 is not enough for the demons of Pedal Crash that have gotten really good at it, so version 1.1 is adding up to level 15.
Oh.
I'm outside pounding on the windows in my sicko shirt.
Yeah!
Yes.
With deep fear in my voice, that's the good shit you'll like to see.
Teach me new numbers. How high can we make this bad boy go? 15, pretty good.
Oh, dang. I didn't even
someone in
realize the
chat-
hearts.
Someone in chat just noticed that the way the background moves depend on who's winning the current tug of war, and that's correct. So if you don't have like the focus to look at the bar while you're playing, you can just glance at the background. And you can sort of get a
Here we go, face me.
sense of it.
Alright, here it comes. They're gonna crash.
Music continuing. All right.
Watch out! You're gonna crash! Ah!
Ah! I got to see that cutscene for the first time in my life the other day, and it was very good.
Oh.
Wait, which cutscene?
From Sonic Adventure, the first one, where Tails is like in his little plane and he's like, "Watch out! You're gonna crash!" Ah!
Oh, and you never played Sonic Adventure before? Any of them? Oh,
I've played maybe 3 Sonic games in my whole life, and I'm having a blast with this one so far. I'm playing it through with some friends.
Yeah, they're really fun. They're a real goofy time, and like, they're pretty janky, but they're janky in a very fun, charming way that often can lead to extremely good times. As a Sonic 2006 speedrunner, I can say in full confidence, often 3D Sonic games are at their best when they're a little off. That's generally when I like them the most.
That
I
tracks.
completely agree with that. Like, there's a lot of games of the category that I described, they wouldn't be as good if they were good games.
That rules.
Yeah, everybody's like, a lot of people have really focused on like games being like polished and well designed and everything, and like sometimes a janky game is more fun and interesting, you know?
Sometimes the game is better because it tries or does something weird.
Every time.
Oh, I said weird like that.
I love every time someone
That was
mentions
pretty
like,
weird.
what's your favorite like weird obscure game that's good because it's weird. Because I get to talk about Sukuban Shacho Reina again, which is a game by Japanese developers. They only released like a couple thousand copies of it, and it's about a real life blog that was run by a cat. And you play a bunch of weird like WarioWare-esque mini games wherein you have to like help this cat with its day to day. which includes you like proving yourself to the cat. Like you have to walk across a big old tightrope to earn the cat's approval. You have to drive the cat around in a car very fast as the cat has a strange Ghostbusters-like vacuum sucking up power-ups. It's a real wild time, and like, yeah, I think if that game was good, I would have zero interest in it, but it's like, it's bad in all the ways. I just love it. It's so weird. Like, everything about it is screwy from beginning to end. Yeah, Sonic Adventure, real good time. Sonic Adventure 2, that one has my favorite cutscenes. There are so many. There's a lot of good moments.
Oh hell yeah!
Cutscenes. I'm not gonna spoil any of them, but I cannot wait to see you watch them.
All I know is that, like, right at the end or something, Shadow's like,
Maria, this is what you wanted.
and I love saying that in response to like completely inane bullshit. Like when I spill my cereal on the floor in the morning or something.
This is the promise I kept to you, Maria.
One more, or you want to go back to fighting?
I got one more. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
You know, I put on the Third Strike soundtrack because there's not music in the game yet, and I always forget that Q's theme in that game. They literally just made him have a James Bond theme. Like, they didn't even try. They're just like, yeah, it's just James Bond. Whatever, it's James Bond, but it's Street Fighter. It's fine. I wonder how far you have to be away from James Bond theme at this point to get away with your generic music just blatantly being James Bond. I mean, you're right, the best cutscenes all do involve the fact that one of the hedgehogs does work directly for the president.
Oh my god!
And it's very funny to think about Obama being like, I need you, Shadow the Hedgehog. You're my only hope. Me, President Barack Obama. I need you.
Mr. Obama, this was the promise I kept to you.
You mean the Chaos Emeralds?
My fellow Americans, we must believe in Shadow the Hedgehog.
If you do ever, by the way, decide to play Sonic 2006, first of all, Godspeed. Second of all, definitely let me know, because I gotta see it. That's the one that... See, like, a lot of them are pretty fun. Sonic 06, when you play it casually, I don't know if fun is the word I would use to describe it for the person playing it. I'd say it's a lot of fun for... It's fun for the people nearby. There will be people having a good time. None of them will be you.
I've considered it, but like the fact that I don't own like a PlayStation or an Xbox has meant that the curse has been free of my home for now.
If you ever want help setting up an emulator like the one I use for practice. No, don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it.
It does look like a very fun game to speedrun, though. The fucking the speed tech you can do in that is bonkers.
Oh, it's great, because, yeah, the thing is that game breaks, like, 150% consistently, which when you're playing it casually is a nightmare, but when you're breaking it on purpose is a good time. And
they accidentally made the best speed game.
Yeah. It's complete nonsense garbage everywhere. You just kind of, you rub your face against a wall for a second, and then you're at the other side of the stage, and everyone in chat just posts a bunch of question marks, and I'm just like, yeah, that's wave ocean skip. I practiced that 1 3-second sequence for about 5 hours. It's really hard.
I think I caught some of that. That's like the one on the loop-de-loop, right?
Oh yeah. You like do a funny little dance, and then you press start, and after you unpause, you just launch to the end of the level. It's real silly.
Hell yeah.
All right, Holly, square up.
All right, here we go.
It's time.
It's time for the machine that beats my own ass. Let me pause the stream so I don't like give myself more lag. There we go.
Smart. So are we in the region where we can talk about prospective dates for things yet, or are we still a little out from that?
Well, the version 1.1 update of the base game, Pedal Crash, is basically almost ready to go. It's like in release candidate stage, so that'll probably be this month.
Nice.
Pedal Crash Online, no date yet, but we're getting close.
Hell yeah.
I think the biggest things missing are there's no music, spectating doesn't work right yet, and we want to add like a couple more options like sound volume and screen size and stuff like that. And I think after that it'll be going into open beta on itch.
Nice.
Yeah. And then once the open beta period is over, it'll be included with the game on Steam as well.
Oh, nice.
So
By the way, if you don't have the game yet, check it out on itch. The devs get a bigger cut and you get to get that open beta access.
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be free to everybody who owns Pedal Crash. Or you can buy the online version standalone on itch for less than the price of the full game.
Nice.
But if you have Pedal Crash already on itch, it'll be free. Is a delay baked in, or do you choose your number of delay frames? There are no delay frames. Because of the kind of game Pedal Crash is, there isn't really a need for input delay frames.
Yeah, like there's like a lot of downtime between when you input your move and it actually happening, especially when you're not playing on turbo mode. And like again, in the realm of talking about speeds of computer, it still is like, you know, even on turbo mode, if something takes 15 frames to resolve, that's a really long time in rollback. Like that, you can work with that. You can make that pretty smooth. So, especially considering you probably won't. Like, I don't even see how you would have a rollback that's tight enough that you would be able to see it in less than like 500 milliseconds of ping. You know, like it seems like it'd have to be pretty out of line to really need like active rollback frames and like baked in delay. Also, yo, what's going on with Squirrel?
I think the only sign of rollbacks that happen sometimes if the battle bar is really close, sometimes you'll hear like the hit sound register, but then it gets rolled back because they did a move just in time.
Wait, what?
That was a Hollywood.
I just kind of zoned out for a second.
Yeah. No, that's Ultra Instinct. That's good. That's what you want. Like that's historically very strong. I learned about that in a documentary. It's pretty good. I recommend it highly.
I messed it up. Damn.
Good stuff. Okay, as long as it's in sync, that's fine.
The simultaneous mix-up mess-up. That's what you love to see, question mark.
Yeah.
The good stuff?
Mutually assured, kind of just missing each other barely. Like
mutually assured confusion.
More chicken nuggets for sure.
Come on, give me the goods.
So, as for like how the rollback works, if you watch Holly's stream, which is Holly's the online player in the stream, you can see that the moves, when she makes them, kind of start like a little bit into the move already. And that's basically it getting rolled back to like sync it up.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's like a really common occurrence in rollback in fighting games as well is like you'll see the first couple frames of a move get cut off. That's a really common way to handle some of the rolling back in like Killer Instinct, for example. Like you'll see an overhead come out and just be like, oh, weird, that was missing like the first 2 or 3 frames of its animation. But again, in a game like this where you're barely even looking at your opponent's stuff, yeah, it's super not an issue. Oh my god.
Oh god, tonight's episode of I Shouldn't Be Alive.
Holly is playing pretty dangerously.
Oh, dang, I looked over. You're really living that Live Moss lifestyle, huh?
Yep.
Word,
My
word,
playstyle, very lovingly describe my playstyle as get myself into trouble on purpose and then pray.
Yeah.
Maybe someday I'll be good at it. Until then, I'm having fun, so it doesn't matter.
Also, somebody asked if rollbacks handled in Turbo the same way, and yes. It works the same way.
So, that actually gives me a question about Turbo in particular. Because a hallmark thing that a lot of people find as far as being able to identify if a game will work really well for rollback or not. For example, you know they put rollback into Smash Bros. Melee, the slipping modifications and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So the way they were able to tell, okay, this is definitely a thing we're going to be able to do, is there's a mode in there called Lightning Melee or whatever. It's like something along those lines where it just goes super duper fast. And the way it works is it actually is just rendering multiple frames of game logic per every frame of, you know, visuals. So it's like still the same frame rate, it's just doing the gameplay layer of the engine twice as fast underneath. So is Turbo Mode just doing shorter animations, or is it actually doing like some kind of like game logic speed up kind of thing for the rollback, or how is Turbo implemented?
Nova says in chat to answer, Turbo changes how long 2 of the timers are, and that's it.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Like, the timer that determines, like, how often the blocks move while they're moving, and, like, how long it takes for them to blow up after they activate. Like, those two are double speed, and that's the only difference.
Okay, that makes sense. That actually makes it probably a lot cleaner to deal with, too, which is always nice.
Yeah. It took Nova, like, 15 minutes to implement Turbo Mode after I explained to her how it works.
Nice.
Nice.
Somebody asks, how do you think would adding slight delay to spectators be a good idea to avoid the jagged start of players' moves? That's sort of the plan. Right now, we have spectating in, but it doesn't work right, so we're sort of still ironing out the kinks. I think Jill is, like, doing a lot of refactoring to where it'll, like, wait until you have a really decent buffer of, like, moves from both players before it'll start to actually, like, show you, so it's not necessarily in real time, so maybe like a second behind, but it's like there's no hitching at all.
And for what it's worth, spectating stuff is famously weirdly difficult to implement, so not super surprised there's still issues there.
Especially if you want to be able to have people start spectating mid-match.
Yes. Oh my god. Yeah. The number of matches I've had crash in the middle of a Guilty Gears or Revelator 2 match purely because someone started spectating in the lobby is uncountable. It is more than there are stars in the sky. Like, oh my goodness. Yeah, no, absolutely. Under Night has the exact same problem. Guilty Gear Surge plus R, the rollback implementation that just came out for that, same kind of problems. Yeah, it's tough. It's one of those things that seems like it'd be super easy and straightforward. Oh no. Oh, there we go. But for whatever reason, it's just, there's always complications upon complications with it.
Somebody asked, on the topic of hard stuff, will there be replays? And Nova says, I intend on having replays.
Oh, hell yeah!
Nice.
I'm always a big fan of that. I like looking over like what I did and being like, okay, how can I do this maybe a little differently next time?
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of cool things with like netcode implementation, that actually reminds me specifically that kind of thing of like watching your replay, seeing what you could have done differently, etc., kind of building a plan. Plus R, recently one of the things they implemented, which is really, really neat, and this is the kind of stuff that I'm excited, like good netcode development can let you do. You can specifically drop into a you can drop into a replay and start controlling one of the characters just at any point in time. So like, for a game like that, where your opponents are sometimes doing these really hard to learn like setups that they spent hours and hours and hours perfecting, so you can't really reasonably like just do what they did back. You know, you can't just copy it on the spot.
Right.
It's incredible for that because like you can just go into a replay, find out, okay, this is where the person did this setup that completely murdered me. How do I deal with this in the future? And just drop in and try stuff out. And yeah, it's super cool, super duper cool.
Hell yeah.
That does sound super cool. I don't know how you do something like that with Pedal Crash, though.
It wouldn't. This game doesn't really have that kind of need, yeah, because there's not like super elaborate setup someone is intentionally putting you in.
Just like the twins just run over to your side of the board and put Daze in like a headlock and start throwing him against the side of the screen.
When are they giving Lilibri a command grab? That's what I'm asking.
Only if it's like 25 frames. It needs to be reactable. That's all I'm asking for. Look, I don't want to live in a world where the grappler is top tier, okay? I don't think that's a lot to ask.
As a human game developer, I have thought extensively about what Lilibri's Smash moveset would be.
Oh, thank God, you're a hero for this.
I don't think there's a game developer alive who hasn't thought about what their game character Smash moveset would be like.
I mean, at this point too, it's all on the table, right? Like they've officially said, we'll just do whatever we feel like. It doesn't need to be a good idea. It just has to be a fun idea.
Right, that's the Smash Ultimate slogan. Anyone is here.
Anyone is here.
And everyone is here.
Well, in Smash Ultimate, it would be Lilibri Me Gunner. That's probably the best I can hope for. Lilibri Me Gunner costume where her scroll case is like her arm cannon.
Oh, that sounds really cute, though. Nintendo, I know you're listening. You gotta make this happen now.
Yeah. Tell me. My number is... I'm not giving my phone number.
No, not on stream. No, bad idea.
You can reach
Nintendo
Pedal
Corporation, DM me on Twitter.
You can reach them at their office telephone number. It's 5.
It's 5.
Yo, Nintendo, you already sent me some stuff about some files I downloaded, so I already know you know where I'm at. Not really.
Just like, how do I get a hold of Nintendo? Alright. Go to Google, type in like Mario 64 free download. Like, glad I could reach you.
Yeah, all you have to do to get Nintendo to say what's up is just, like, develop a fan game. Just post about it on Kotaku and be like, oh, hey, by the way, while you're here.
I'll just put Lip from Panel de Pom in Pedal Crash, and then when Nintendo gets a hold of me, I'm like, hey, can I put Lip from Panel de Pom in Pedal Crash?
Is that cool?
Easier to ask for permission.
I got you on the horn.
Easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Oh no, Holly, you're doing really good, and I'm very proud of you, but also...
My God, that 10 minutes of training I put in today is paying off.
Oh, unbelievably so. I can't believe my 0 minutes backfired. Unbelievable.
Really, no one could have seen this coming, and it's an absolute travesty.
It just happened out of nowhere, you know?
We've got our top men trying to figure out exactly what went wrong. We'll get back to you in a couple months.
Oh, fiddlesticks. Oh, fiddlesticks. Okay, no, this is fine. This is fine. Oh, no, that wasn't, though. Okay, this is fine. Maybe?
Somebody asked, can damage be offset like in Puyo? Yes. If you have garbage in your queue and you do a chain, it will offset your incoming garbage before it sends garbage.
What am I doing? That's what I'm doing. Yeah!
Oh, my idea didn't work. Oh,
Ollie, you're being
crap.
so greedy.
I'm hungry for it!
Oh, I wake up, I'm stupid. I go to bed, I'm stupid. It's hard. Life's tough sometimes, you know?
Oh, I've made a mistake. I think you got this one, though.
Yes, yes!
Wait, hang on. No.
No.
The dream might still be real.
Something that was very important to me designing Pedal Crash is that no matter how bad a situation you're in, a comeback is always possible. Not necessarily easy, but you can come back.
I'm definitely still losing, but I'm not dead yet, so I'm very happy about that at the very least. Oh, hang on, that was almost cool. Oh, no, that's... If you connect two colors, they break each other. I'm remembering the game rules, you know?
Wait, what? Can you roll that by me again? Wait, what?
So if you take two blocks of the same color and they touch, they clear from the board.
Oh, shit. What have I been doing?
Yeah, I know!
So I messed up. There's I picked all the things you can say in little lobby speech bubbles, and I forgot to put in one that just says Pedal Crash.
Oh.
I have Let's Pedal Crash, but not just Pedal Crash.
I think all games, all online lobbies should have the ability to just let you say specifically Pedal Crash, not just the name of the game you're playing, but Pedal Crash
But
with no
Pedal
punctuation.
Crash specifically,
Yeah,
Right.
Pedal Crash.
I like when characters in video games say the name of the game they're in. When Soul Bad Guy from Guilty Gear says out loud, "Surely he was the guiltiest gear all along." Those are my favorite moments in movies too.
Like,
I can't think of the last
what are
time I
you?
saw
Some
it.
kind of Street Fighter?
Yeah, that's how. Yeah, Ryu goes. The answer lies in the heart of Street Fighter, and it's super fun.
Oh, come on. Oh, whoop.
Oh, this is so close!
Oh, one moment. Please. I beg of you.
No.
I have a family. I have a wife and children.
No. Oh, nice.
Oh, that was tight. GG.
All right, we want to do one more?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, let's do one more. And, thanks y'all for the follows. Again, if you aren't already following Holly over at HP Holotones, also make sure to do that. I appreciate following me, though. That is nice. Thank you.
And also follow at Pedal Crash on Twitter.
Yes.
You should do that one.
Good
And
call.
by Pedal Crash.
And also
You should already have done that one. Come on now. You're running out of time.
Oh, this is
I
all
say that
bad.
as if Pedal Crash is going to disappear.
Oh, shucks. Oh, beans.
Oop. Oh, that's nothing. Okay, well.
Oh
A
no,
good
I
thing
did the
about
thing
Pedal
where I
Crash-
blew it up from two sides at the same time and it screwed up because it went the wrong way. So dumb. Ah, crap.
I've done that so many times, and every time I do, I can feel a single tear rolling down.
It's like when you make a cube in Pokemon Puzzle League and you're like, that's nice, but it doesn't do anything in this game.
I guess it looks pretty!
Yeah, God, aesthetically pleasing, but mechanically just nothing.
I've managed to build the bronze structure in Pokemon Puzzle League. Something good about Pedal Crash is that they do name drop the name of Pedal Crash in Pedal Crash.
They
in
do
the
kind
story
of
mode.
I did really like this. God, the story mode is so good in this game. It's so charming.
Thank you. It was written by Zach Morrison, who wrote the webcomic Paranatural, and is extremely talented and cool. And I was extremely excited to hire Zach to write a video game for me.
Hell yeah!
Zach is also working on a visual novel called Animal Star. That seems
Oh,
like
are
it's
they?
going to be very cool. Yeah.
Ooh.
It's gonna be cool.
Oh, hang on! I just realized my bar is low. Oh,
Hang on, I just realized your bar is low. Hold this.
you monster! Mayhaps I have spoken too soon.
My bar is low. Oh shit, her bar is low. Yeah, let's go. All right.
Lowering the bar.
Come on, let's get. Oh no, I've made a mistake. I've locked myself in a corner.
Uh-oh. Holly.
I thought I could get spicy and throw out a little bit of garbage, and I realized.
Wait, another block is coming to fill in the space here.
But it was too late. The block was already there. Oh, wait. Okay, you can unwrite it. There we go. Back to lobby.
Oh, Raspberry Flip is here.
Hell yeah!
This lobby is looking boppin'.
Everyone is here.
There
Everyone is here.
There's the emotes.
Yeah, you can press the little.
The way these sprites move. Okay, this is gonna be like weirdly specific. So, have you ever played the WarioWare game for the GameCube?
Yes.
Not that I remember.
Okay, so there's a WarioWare game for the GameCube, and one of the modes in it is a 4-player mode, but when you get knocked out, you just get a sprite to walk over the screen with, so you can just get in front of stuff and cause problems. And the movement is exactly like this. Like, just the way the sprites move and the relative movement of the legs to the move speed, it is exactly that. Sorry, just want to make sure everybody in chat knows that that's where my brain is at every time I see this live.
Hell yeah.
Maybe the spectator mode should be you can like walk around behind the boards and like peek your head out.
All right, I think I need to run one more against Xerxine at the very least.
Oh hell yeah!
Also gonna ask if you wanted to try and commentate a match between 2 other players.
Oh yeah, I mean,
if you want to do like a Discord screen share or something, but I understand you don't have unlimited time.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll pass on that just because those are getting the capture for Discord working is a big pain.
Yeah, it'd be a pain.
Yeah, and you gotta display capture. But I am.
So you should go get crushed by Xerxine instead.
All right, Xerxine, kill.
Hell yeah!
All right.
I feel excited for the day when like spectating is going to be like implemented, because that means it opens up the possibility of doing like commentating tournaments. And I'm just saying,
oh yeah,
Pedal Crash community, you want a commentator? I'm your girl eventually.
I'll provide Marvel commentary for Pedal Crash. For better or worse, I will just commentate it all as if it were Marvel.
Good.
Thank you. I have a question for Holly.
What's up?
The question for Holly is hypothetically in the future, someday, for another Pedal Crash game that includes an announcer, would you want to be an announcer?
You're gonna make me cry live on stream! I'd love to!
Okay, nothing concrete yet, it's all hypothetical future stuff, but I've been thinking about it, of being like, who would I want to have as an announcer?
Right, I'm playing as Xerxine right now. Okay, word. I forgot for a second. I was like, damn, girl, you cooking. And then just immediately. Right.
Oh, well, geez, the hypothetical's more than enough for me, then thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Like, wow, popping off. That's incredible.
I am terrified seeing that much garbage on the board. My god.
Somebody asked in chat, can we get more DILFs in the Pedal Crash sequel? We'll see.
The questions the people need to know.
I do think there are some glaring holes in the Pedal Crash cast. There's nobody who does the laugh.
Oh, there's no Ojo-sama, huh? Oh,
there's no Ojo in Pedal Crash yet.
That's pretty. For what it's worth, that's who I main in Money Puzzle Exchanger. So yeah, that's a good point. The thing is, all your characters are the same. In that game, the characters have like differences in the ways they like create trash and stuff. And that character's so broken. And I play that character because she's cheap. And I tell everybody, yeah, I play her because it's the laugh is funny. No, it's because she's busted. All right.
I'm trying to remember her name. I remember like Coquetry Bouncer, Debt Miser, LD Labor.
Yeah, Debt Miser.
Debt Miser.
Yeah. Might Dealer. There.
Might Dealer. That's right. That's
that was
right.
a desync? Okay, that would make sense. I was like...
Well, there was a desync?
Yeah. 'cause
We haven't had a
in-
desync in a long time.
No big
It's
deal,
my
are
curse.
you-
Every time I'm in the presence of a video game, something goes wrong in it.
It was on stream, still counts. Still counts. GG's. All right, Seattle rules 1-1. You know how it is. Well, anyway. Thank goodness the dog can just walk off screen. That's the good stuff. I look forward to playing someone better than me, taking one, and immediately walking off screen. And just be like, all right, well, take her easy.
Right. It's like you can walk off screen because it's not finished, but also I've become very attached to being able to walk off the screen.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll keep walking off screen implemented if we can trust people to like not
As long-
abuse it somehow.
As long as you don't, like somehow walk into another bowling alley. Or something.
Accidentally walking into like a fucking Arxis game lobby. Wait, shit, hang on. This is the wrong game.
No,
When
not like
Avery
this.
just like scrolls into Grand Blue Fantasy or whatever.
It's the only SSR you need. That's the word for the good rules in those games, right? I never played
Yes.
Yeah.
It's either
Look
SSR or summer variant, which is always my favorite. What is this one?
Look
Summer
forward
variant.
to-
That means it's in a bikini, and it's stronger than the regular one because of this.
That's gonna be in the Pedal Crash mobile gotcha.
I think for what it's worth, my favorite of those still has to go to Puzzles and Dragons. Did a line of kind of like eldritch creatures. And one of them, Yogg-Sothoth, they just were like, alright, this thing that's like a weird, formless, shapeless mass, we're just gonna put like 16 bikinis on it, and like, you know, probably one's on there somewhere. Like, it's like the dumbest joke of just, yeah, we just slapped some bikinis on an unknowable shaped beast. Probably got it right.
Is Xerxes not doing anything? Oh, another desync.
DC?
What's happening?
Dang.
You hate to see it.
It's weird because, like, I thought we splashed all the desyncs. We haven't had desyncs in forever. So wait, Xerxes, you might not be on the latest version.
Oh, you know what? Xerxes might be on the older version, that's right. That's a good point.
Okay. So, that might be it.
Alright, Holly, you want to end on one? Once I'm detached?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
This one's for all the beans. Oh god, I hope I win the beans.
You can
wanna
actually
do
say
turbo
that
mode
in
on or
the-
off? Do you want the fast
let's
beans?
turbo.
Or do you want... What?
Let's get those mega beans. Turbo
We're doing the
on.
fast beans? Alright.
Beans like you wouldn't believe. Right
You
here
gotta
on
love
the
a woman who knows what she wants, especially when it's bean.
This is what you would call a mean bean machine.
Oh god. Oh,
Maria, this is the beat you wanted.
goodness. Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, I think too, like, Rouge the Bat gets a phone call from the president once or twice, I feel like.
Oh my God.
Like, yeah, like, sorry to get off topic again, but, like, I'm just thinking about all the times that in Sonic someone talks to the president, and it's, like, more than you'd expect.
I expect none, so Eddie's more than I expect.
Yeah, it's one of those things you're like, well, okay, because sometimes it's like, okay, it's the president of a Shadow organization named Gun that Shadow works for because Sonic lore is perfect.
Hang on, it's named Gun?
Yeah. You gotta work for Gun once in a while with your gun that you have, quite literally.
I will note, GUN stands for Guardian Unit of Nations.
Thank you. Yes, it is. It is not NATO. It's NATO, basically.
Oh my god!
See, this is how I'm gonna win this last one. That's for all the beans. Is I'm gonna distract Holly with 6 Sonic
Oh god, no, my
facts.
beans!
The beans are mine, Holly.
I was hungry for that one! That's something. Okay. Give me a little bit of green, it's okay. A little bit of green.
You get hit.
Just a piece of greed.
Just a crumb of greed, I'm begging you. Wait, where did my colors are gone.
Oh, geez, I just forgot what shapes were for a second. Oh, crap. Okay, I'm back. What's up, everybody? Hi, I'm Ty. We're playing some Petal Crash Online. I'm here with Holly. What's good?
Blue, I love that one. Oh, man. I feel like my brain is going at 3 million miles an hour and I love it.
Yes. I have been in nothing but damage control mode this whole time, and I'm not.
Oh, I feel that.
Loving it. Yeah, I'm like, I'd like to have a lead ever.
You have a lead now.
Good. I deserve it. I'm good at this.
What if?
What?
Me get hit. Unbelievable. Oh jeez, me a big hit.
Oh, fishing for those big ones. Call me the master angler or something. Ooh. We gotta workshop that one. I'm willing to.
Yeah. I was like, all right. I mean that. You know, maybe not first string of the tournament, but, you know, I think we could find a spot for the angler on the, you know, lower card somewhere.
I get knocked out third in loser's bracket, but I mean, it's not the first out, so it's something.
Oh, crap. Someone's calling me on my phone, and now my ringtone's going off. It's spam. It's fine. It's fine. It's just spam.
Your ringtone?
Well, GG's everybody. All right.
Thank you so much for playing my game of petals and blocks.
Thank you for making it.
Thank you so much for
It's very good. Yeah. And thank you to the whole team who worked on the netcode, all the UI implementation, all that stuff. It feels super good so far, and I'm very excited to see the full release. Again, that's Petal Crash. Make sure you check it out on itch.io, itch.io, like the letters. That for some reason that's a sticking point sometimes for folks. They're like, "What's how do you spell IO?" I'm like, "No, it's okay." But regardless, check it out there. And yeah, thank you so much for coming on and sharing it with us. And thank you, Holly, for hanging out and playing. Thanks for everybody in the lobby. Thanks for you, the viewers, for being here. If you aren't already following, please do. I'm Ty. I stream 6 days a week, oftentimes 2 streams in a day because I have a problem, but it's fine. Follow me. It's good. And yeah, if you aren't following Holly over at HP Holotones, make sure to do that as well. And thank you again, Video Chess, for the raid. Oh,
I got like a million different URLs everywhere because like just Holotones was taken years ago and I'm sad about it. But I'm Hollow_tones on Twitch.
Right. Nice. Yeah, I had a friend buy me badsoulguy.com, and now that's what I always use. All right, well, I'm gonna find someone to host us all over to, and thank you, Andy, for posting it in chat. That is the link. Go ahead, find somebody. Oh, you know what? Liz Star is playing some Metal Gear Solid. I'm gonna host you on over there. Take easy. Oh wait, no, did Andy do it wrong? No, wait, don't click that one. Click the new one. Andy screwed it up. I'm sorry, Andy did bad.
Thankfully, install the imitators. Just add like letters to the end of my URL. Thankfully,
I'm screen capping this and I'm sending it to failblog.com because Andy did bad, and it's official. We're posting it there. Get ready, Failblog. All right, I'll catch y'all later. Take it easy. Have a good night.
Here, folks.